So, hi guys, today we have a very special guest. We have Kelsi Boocock here, who is the founder of Shnack. Shnack. So, maybe you can
Shnack, shnack, shnack.
explain. Yeah, Shnack.
It's a good word.
What a great, yeah, how did you think of that name? What an interesting.
Yeah, someone else actually thought of the name.
I feel like I've
I
been
will not take
using.
credit. Yeah.
I've been using the word Shnack for a long time.
I know.
You claimed it.
That's what I know. And like weirdly, no one had claimed it. And I was like, this feels like. And it was funny. We were at the food show the other day, and people walk past and they go, Shnack. And then we have like a thing that's like, Shnack is fun to say. Say it. It's the slogan, and people like will just walk past and say it. It's good. It sticks in the brain.
It does. It does stick in the brain.
Yeah, you can do some fun words.
It
play on
sticks in
words
the
with
brain.
it.
Okay, so Shnack is New Zealand's first canned plant-based.
The words go.
First canned plant-based protein shake.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
tell us about the idea and how this all
How
came
it
to
came.
life.
Yeah, so I guess like long story. I have the brand Healthy Kelsi, which is like a food blog, and that kind of got big during. I mean, it didn't get big during COVID, but it like started during COVID, and I was like, holy shit, this is like, I want this to be my job. This is so cool.
So what did that look like?
It was mainly I just finished uni actually, and I was meant to go traveling, and then I was like, COVID happened, and I was like, well, I can't go traveling. What on earth am I going to do? And then I, during that like first lockdown period, I was like, okay, what do I want to do as a job? So I was kind of playing around with a bunch of different ideas, and then I loved food and like healthy food, and obviously had a lot more time to like make such things at the time. And I was like, oh, I might as well set up a page to like start sharing it. And then that's when Healthy Kelsi was born, and I didn't even realize that like that could be a job and I could get paid for it. And when I kind of figured that out, I was like, oh my god, like I just want to do this forever. So by the end of that lockdown, I actually ended up with a cookbook deal.
Wow.
And then yeah, it all was like very very quick, and I was also like annoying. I was like, hi, like emailing like 50 million people. Worked out, but yeah, it's really annoying people. And then that kind of grew into something, and then I was getting asked heaps about protein powder from that. Just my smoothies tended to go quite viral online. I think people like, the aesthetic pour of like a smoothie. And I was getting asked like a million times in the comments and in my messages, like, what protein powder are you putting into your smoothies? And I was like, oh, the ones that I wasn't obsessed with the ones I was using. And I was like, obviously people want a good one. So that's when I started Second Nature, which is a protein powder company. So we launched that. It must be like nearly 2 years ago now. And that's mainly e-commerce. It's pretty fun actually, because it's very like much a continuation of Healthy Kelsi. Like it's pretty like, I find making the content and stuff really fun. So we did that and then launched that, and then I think it was like early last year, I was sitting in a coffee shop and I like realized that all the canned coffees were in the fridge, and I was like, why has no one put protein in a can before? Thinking, yeah, that would be really easy. Was not that easy, but it was definitely a good idea. I was like, wow, that seems like something someone should have done. I ended up doing quite a bit of research into it, and I got in touch with some friends who had done canned things before, and then he knew someone who knew someone, kind of like how things happen, someone who knows someone, and then we ended up coming up with the idea for Shnack. Yeah, and that launched end of last year, so it's still pretty new, but it's very busy.
Yeah, I mean, I love this natural progression almost from the content in lockdown. So
Yeah.
I think you're the third guest I've had on here that started their business out of lockdown,
Yeah.
which is quite cool because it shows like if you just have or give yourself dedicate,
Time.
a little bit of time. How long was that? I don't know,
6 weeks.
6
maybe?
weeks.
Yeah.
Dedicate a few weeks, really put your time and effort into this, and something can really come out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. And like, it's funny because a month or 6 weeks isn't actually that long a period of time, but in normal life, you're like, no, I'm just too busy. I can't do it. So almost forced a lot of people to like sit back and be like, right, what do I want to do? Yeah.
Yeah, and you're right. Like people do get into that stuck in the cycle of being like so busy, and they don't give themselves the time to actually evaluate what do I want in life.
Yeah.
And like, is this what I'm doing right now? Is this actually aligned with like what I actually want?
Yeah. COVID was a good, like, I don't know, it's easy to say in hindsight that it was like
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was playing Sims
Yeah.
during the lockdown.
I did that too. I was like, Andrew, look, I made us a family.
I
He's
know.
like, okay.
I actually got extremely addicted. I had to like delete
Delete
it.
it from
Yeah.
your
Because I also had a baby during lockdown, but
Oh,
like
shit.
The Sims was overtaking the baby. She'd be
You're
crying.
like,
I'd be like,
I'm looking after my baby on Sims, actually. So
I'm trying to grow my family on Sims, Jordan. My husband, can you please attend to the baby?
it's so good.
Okay, so from your content, then following on to doing the physical, like the actual supplement, not quite Shnack yet. How did that look?
Yeah. So
Second nature, sorry.
I kind of got convinced by the idea. At first, I wanted to do like a collaboration with another company, just because I was like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how to source protein. Like, I've never done that before. And then it was actually our friend Ben he does like a lot of our digital, stuff. So he was redoing Healthy Kelsi, like branding. And he was like, I honestly think you could do it yourself. Like, I've got a friend who can probably help you source the protein, and then someone can shoot it for you. Like, he was kind of like, I actually think you could do it. And I was like, oh God, okay. So then I ended up meeting with that guy, and then from that, he pretty much helped us like put the whole thing together. So we did our branding and everything, helped us create the website, and then definitely launched that like having no knowledge behind like e-com or anything. Like, I was just like, okay, cool, we're just gonna figure it out and see how we go. Which I think has actually been and now it's just been a great way to do it. Like, we've learned so much along the way, and now it's like really starting to become like a legit business, and it's like a lot more. Which I think if I did it with Shnack first, like, it would have just been so overwhelming, because that's just been like so quick, so fast. Everything, like, we got into supermarkets straight away, so it's just like everything happening all at once. Whereas Second Nature has just been like a slow kind of e-commerce build, which was really great for me. I think just as like a learning thing to like figure out how to do it, and like, yeah, I probably have enjoyed that process a little bit more, just because it was a slow and steady like learning situation. Whereas Shnack's been like, oh my God, like 1,000 miles an hour from the beginning, which is like from Second Nature, I learned those skills and then now can apply it to Shnack. But yeah, it was a bit of a team effort. And then my husband Andrew, he does a lot of the like logistics stuff. So he's actually a project manager in construction. He owns a project management company, but he's just really good at like making sure, it's kind of the same project management in any situation. It's just making sure things go to the right place, and organising, ingredients to come and to make the product, and then our 3PL to send out the product, and like different shipping situations and stuff, which I just like would be useless at. So it's like really good. I think we're very good at different things, which I think works really well in the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of good points there, because yes, some common questions I get are, firstly, people always ask, can I start two businesses at once?
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of people are like, no, you need to focus on the one. I've always started two businesses at once. Like, I
Can't
always
help
have
yourself.
two.
Yeah.
I can't help it. There's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
And it's a kind of a good thing, because
you can kind of learn from one and the other, maybe. And then
Yeah.
I've actually found, I mean, it's a little bit overwhelming, but I've found that like, one is usually, we're usually trying to like fix something in this one, but then this one's going really well, and then it's like kind of swap. So it's like always kind of learning from each other, and because they tie in with each other quite nicely, it like works.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a funny thing, eh?
Yeah,
just
but
can't help yourself. Oh, we'll just start another one.
just start another one.
Yeah.
But I think the hard thing is you don't know which one's going to do well as well. So potentially even starting them and then sort of naturally migrating to the one that's doing better.
Yeah.
It's sort of just like a natural thing.
Which is funny, because we did that when Shnack took off, because we were like, oh my God, this is suddenly gone crazy. But now like we're like, oh my God, Second Nature just on e-commerce. We're like, it's really like becoming, and quite like silently. It's more just like a quiet thing in the back. But we're like, wow, this is so cool. It's really like, having its own moment.
Yeah.
Like, this is great. I love this. It's kind of evening itself out, which is really cool.
Well, I guess you've set up like the systems, the processes, and it sort of ticks along.
Yeah.
Which is like fantastic. That's what you want. You don't want it to be like super labor intensive.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of promoting all these businesses, then what has been your go-to? I guess I assume social media.
Yeah.
It's your forte.
It's definitely socials to start, and I think that's probably how Shnack like has kind of taken its own thing without me, which is great. But I think when we launched, it got so much reach because I already had built that community of people, which I was like, oh great, like it really comes in handy. It ties into a lot of stuff. And it's really helped with like pitches and things as well, to be like, we have this backing of people that we know are going to like this product.
Are you talking about like founder-led content, or like what do
Yeah.
you mean?
Yeah, even just like sharing it on my I guess like just sharing it on my like Kelsi socials and kind of tying it together. Has been a bit of a game changer to launch a product, and then it's like taking its own avenue and not it always being me. Which is funny, trying to like figure out it's not always my face popping into everything. I'm like, someone else do it. But yeah, socials, I think, just because I know how to do that, I'm like, I can do that, that's fine. And now we're kind of getting into more, like traditional marketing senses, and I'm like, okay, we need to get some like advice on this, because I've actually never done like, spent heaps of money on billboards or like things like that. So it's like good to get, people who have done it before into that. But mainly like we have a pretty low marketing budget, and we just try do what we can, like get creative. Like I stole my dad's car and put our branding on it. Like we have
That's not like an instant thing. Like, that takes time. So I don't know how he
was,
didn't notice.
They travel a lot, luckily, my parents, and he was overseas, and I just took his car out of his garage and took it to a lady who does like branding. And then we're actually redoing it me and Dad are doing a road trip down south in a couple of weeks, so like a Shnack road trip. And my dad, he like loved it. He got back and was like, yes, I'm Shnack man. Like he was so excited, and I was like, would have been better like if you were mad. Like, but my dad's never been mad, so I'm like, I don't know why I thought you might be mad.
Oh my god, you need to get him a costume.
Yes, well, we've got a Shnack mascot now, like a can. So I'm definitely going to bring that on the road trip and get some content of him running around in the Shnack.
Who has like volunteered themselves to be in this can?
Actually, one of my best friends does.
Okay.
She has actually already been in it a few times. Okay. She's like the perfect person, just like dancing around, and I'm like, great, this is so good. And my dad's the same. I'm like, no shame.
Oh my god, your dad in the suit. How interesting. And I love that you've like been able to rope him in.
I know, he loves it. He's like, we're doing like a full ski campaign. We've got Shnack ski club outfits and like ski suits and stuff, and he's so excited. He's like, yeah, we can get this thing doing this, and like he calls me with all these ideas. I'm like, I love this. Aww. It's really cute.
Yeah, I'm glad he's excited. I mean, that's probably the best part about it, right? Is like everyone's love for your business.
Like it's so sweet, and like I was like, even like on TikTok and stuff, I'm like, what brand like makes content with their dad? Like I was like, this is so cool. Like I was like, first of all, really fun for me, and like great, we get to hang out. And like it's quite a unique thing of like getting
dynamic.
Yeah, like it's quite fun.
It is interesting. So, okay, you touched on TikTok. What are your thoughts on TikTok versus Instagram in terms of content for your business?
Yeah, I definitely feel more comfortable on Instagram. I think that's just because like it's where I started and I know what's going to work. TikTok is like great for telling stories. I find, especially on like your brand account, like you can tell like so many fun stories about how you started the brand, and we've found that type of stuff definitely does like the best because people love seeing behind the scenes and what you're up to. Yeah, it's so tricky. I always like have a love-hate relationship with TikTok because like sometimes it likes me and sometimes it doesn't. I'm like, I like don't know it as well as Instagram, you know. It's always tricky to figure it out.
Yeah, I think the algorithm is a bit funny. Like
you're like, well, but that one did good. Whereas like Instagram's quite consistent.
Yeah.
Like you know how many people it's going to reach, or like if something goes big, it goes big. But on TikTok, you're like, what? Like the last one did so well. It's like quite frustrating. I get asked so much about that, like how to keep constantly getting something to reach. And I'm like, Instagram, you can kind of figure it out because if you post like the smoothies, for instance, like I was like, clearly people like smoothies, so if I just post a smoothie a couple times a week, like I'm good. Whereas on TikTok, I can just be one or the other. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, can't offer advice on that.
So if somebody had to choose, let's say someone was like, okay, I don't have much time, should I be on Instagram or TikTok? What do you reckon? For my business.
So hard to say. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
I feel like, yeah. I mean, both is good if you can do both. And you can always just make like the same content and post it.
Post on both?
Yeah, like there's no harm in doing that. That's pretty much what we do just because it is like hard to get, content for this and content for that and content for this.
Yeah,
it just gets
honestly,
it just gets a bit overwhelming. We're kind of like, right, let's just aim for like 2 to 3 high quality things, and then use that instead of trying to do something every day and it being just like a bit average. I think it's like focusing on like quality over quantity now. Even though they say like on TikTok you can post like 10 times a day, and I'm like, sorry, I need to live my life. I can't be posting on TikTok 10 times a day.
I've thought about that before. Like the people that are posting so many times a day, like is
Like-
anything in their life
like
non-scripted or
I
non?
went to that too. I went to a like CreatorCon, the big socials event, which was really great. But there were people talking there how they go live for like 4 hours a day, and I'm kind of like, wow. Like, do you just take them along? I guess they just take them along on their lives. But I'm like,
Seems a bit
wow.
boring.
Yeah, I know. I was like, the real world is really good too. Like,
I know.
find
Okay.
the balance.
So in doing this, oh, you sort of did say before, but you felt this like, have you felt like imposter syndrome or like, I don't know how to do this? Should I be doing this?
Yeah, there's definitely, I don't know if I feel like imposter syndrome, but I definitely feel like a lot of the times I'm like, what am I doing here? Like sometimes I'm sitting in meetings and I'm like, wow, don't know how we ended up here. I always kind of get a bit overwhelmed. And then like randomly just on days where I'm not feeling, great, I'm like, why do I think I could do it? Like I'm not smart enough or good enough. Like I definitely have those moments, but then, I know that that's so not real thoughts. So I try like, usually it's at like 3 a.m. when you're not making any sense. But yeah, usually I wake up in the morning and I'm like, that was ridiculous.
Yes. Stop it.
Yeah, we're not doing that. And
Don't
I'm
do
pretty
that
good.
again.
Yeah, I'm pretty good these days at being like, Andrew's really cute. He's like, wake me up if you like get stressed or because it's usually at 3 a.m. randomly. And then I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. I just try to like shove those thoughts away. And by the time the morning comes, you're like, that was so dumb. Now I'm like 2 hours less of sleep for no apparent reason. You're like, it's always just something stupid in the middle of the night. But yeah, I feel like because it's kind of happened over time and I've like worked really hard and built it over a period of time, like I don't know if it's like imposter syndrome because I don't ever feel like I don't deserve what's happening, but I sometimes am like I'm a bit out of my depth, like you just feel a little bit like, oh, but I don't know, I can usually wing it and pretend and then it tends to work out.
I mean, everybody starts with no experience, right? Like, how can you start with experience?
Yeah, and then what I've realized in like life, even like people who are majorly successful, like in their 60s or whatever, they're still like winging it. Like most people I know are like, I don't know, I just kind of made that up. And I'm like, it's great. Like it makes you realize that like often like no one really knows what they're doing, and people always have like doubts and feel shitty about themselves sometimes and get really overly stressed. Like it's very, very common and unfortunately like happens throughout most of life. So it's just like, yeah, figuring out how to stop that, or at least it happen less, or like make it happen less, and like figure out the tools to like get over those thoughts quite quickly. Yeah.
So for anybody listening to this, in terms of practical advice for people that are trying to start a business, what would you say?
I think like just start something. Like I get asked mainly about social media, and I think the thing about social media is like from the outside it looks, and it's not like the hardest job in the world, but you do have to be ridiculously consistent and like do it a lot. Which
What does that look like? Like, what does that mean?
just like actually when I first started, I was posting probably like 5 recipes a week, which after you do that for a couple months, like that's a lot of stuff, food to make and like things to edit. And I think that's where most people fall off is like, I can't do this for that long every day. Which is again why COVID was great because it gave me more time. But I did do it for like 2 years until something really came from it. Like I wasn't making any money at the beginning, and it was growing and I loved it. So that was kind of what kept me going, and I knew I wanted it to be bigger. But like, yeah, it takes years to do it. And I think so just starting, I think is great. Start posting on socials, like building a community. And then just try reach out to anyone who you know who has not even done anything similar, but like done anything, like started any sort of business, maybe could offer you like a little bit of advice, someone who might know someone, because I feel like that's how all of my things have happened, is like having a connection through like I'm going to get coffee with this person, and then they end up saying, oh, my cousin actually does this, and then my auntie does this, and it always kind of ends up working out that way. So definitely talk to as many people as you can and just start, posting on socials, I'd say, just because that's the easiest thing that you can do yourself without having to get like external help.
Totally. Yeah. So, okay, maybe having like a content target. And I also reckon, sorry, I have to cut this part. And I also reckon doing research before you actually go out and create stuff, just like analyzing.
Yeah.
Seeing
kind of what people want
and
and
what's working. Like what hooks are working, what formats are working. I've seen some people sort of like go out there and try freestyle everything. Work for some people. A lot of people, they do it for ages. It doesn't work.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. The good thing with recipes is like, honestly, I did kind of wing it for the first little while. And then you do figure out what things work, and then you just do more of what works.
But you would have studied other people's formats, right?
100%.
You would have known, like, okay, first 3 seconds, use this text on screen.
Yeah.
Start talking immediately, shot down, like.
It does kind of like accidentally, but purposely, end up that way. Even I've found still like fails at the beginning of the video works really well. Like one that went really big the other day was me breaking this like banana bark, and it like literally like exploded everywhere. And if that's like the first shot, people are like, oh my god, and like kind of gets people hooked in. So it's just like figuring out what
the little things, and then doubling down.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple of quick fire questions. Favorite flavor of Shnack?
At the moment, I think chocolate brownie. We've actually just we're about to, actually probably by the time this comes out, it will have happened. We're about to like do a relaunch of our flavors, which I'm so excited about, because when you launch a product, like you want it to be like the best tasting, and I really want it to be the best ingredients and like the best thing for you. Like a massive part of like me and the business as a whole is like we want to create products that are genuinely good for you, and unfortunately the supermarket has a lot of products that just really aren't very good for you at all, and I would love to like make a change in that. But when we launched, we'd obviously never done it before, and like so now we've just like got as much feedback as we can, and we want to make the best product that we can. So we've just made them taste really good. We've switched up a couple of things, like we're using hydrolyzed pea now instead of pea powder, which for our manufacturers to make it's way easier. But the new chocolate, I reckon it tastes like, my specific thing was it tastes like, you know that like chocolate yogurt you weren't allowed as a kid? Very specific feeling to me.
The brand that I wasn't allowed as a child.
I was never allowed like chocolate yogurt when I was little. And it was like only at friends' houses. I was like, oh my god, chocolate yogurt.
Are you talking like calcium?
I'm guessing like calcium chocolate yogurt.
That is
like,
delicious.
Yeah, and I reckon
delicious.
it tastes exactly like that. And I'm like, how does this taste this good? I'm in shock. But I'm such a chocolate girl that's always been my go-to.
I haven't had that yogurt in years.
That's why I was just like randomly quite specific. I was like,
delicious.
That's what it tastes like. But I was like, this is good for you and really low in sugar. I was like, great.
Okay, what does your morning routine look like?
I don't know if it's like anything. It was very specific for a while. Now it kind of depends on the day and what I'm doing. Like, there's pros and cons of obviously working for yourself. One is that like you get a pro is that you can kind of pick and choose when things are happening, but usually it's very full.
Are you working from home?
Yeah, most of the time. Yeah, and then end up in the city probably a few days a week just with meetings and stuff. So I try to exercise like probably like 3 to 4 times a week. I'm really into Pilates, so I try to go to a class in the mornings. And then if the dogs, we kind of share custody with my parents of the dogs, because we like both travel quite a lot, so it's quite good. We kind of rotate them around, take the dogs for a walk, which I feel like is just like the best thing ever. And whenever we don't have the dogs, I don't like do it. I just don't go down to the beach for walks. When I'm like, this makes me feel good, I should do it even when the dogs aren't here. And then try and make something yummy for breakfast, and I usually end up like doing emails while I'm eating breakfast, but nothing like crazy or specific. And honestly, sometimes there's no routine. I just like wake up, and because I was saying I'm pregnant and I have been vomiting most mornings for the last 3 months, I'm kind of like, we'll just do whatever. Like, it really puts you into a, who needs a routine? We can just try do what we're feeling in the morning. So Like, I definitely used to have more of a specific routine, but at the moment it's definitely going like based on how I'm feeling and how the day's gonna go. We'll
Yeah,
see.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I do love like the flexibility of just being able to choose your day.
And I'm pretty like I don't really need to have the exact. I'm not the type of person who needs to have the exact same thing happening every morning. I'm pretty like if I feel like I've got lots of energy, I'm gonna go to the gym, and if I don't, I won't. Like kind of play it by ear in the morning, which is very lucky to be able to do.
It is. A lot of people want that life.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the last thing that you Googled?
I was definitely googling stuff yesterday.
Or ChatGPT?
Yeah, what did I chat? It's a bit boring though. I was making meta ads yesterday, so I was using ChatGPT to help me write my
Ad scripts?
meta ad scripts. Yeah, like
What are your thoughts?
actually not scripts for mainly just the primary text. You know, like to put like into your ad. So like just the text at the top, which I find is really great. I usually write something up and then I'll put it into ChatGPT to be like, what's the best way to like get people engaged in this? This is the video, blah 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 blah. And it's really good actually. I've only recently started doing that, and this first of all spell checks me, and it like offers some things that are like you could try it this way or this way, and you can kind of test a few things out. So that wasn't that very exciting, was it? And then I was looking up caterers because I'm having a baby shower. So I was like, oh, I need to find a good caterer.
Yeah, I think that whole AI thing is interesting. There's all that talk about like it's gonna replace your jobs. I'm like, no, you actually just need to learn how to use it.
I think that's like what we actually did, like a session with a professional AI person. I don't even know what that
AI
job's called.
consultant.
Yeah, and he was saying that he was like, no one's gonna be out of. Well, I mean, I don't know if that's what he said. He's like, people aren't gonna be out of jobs. You just have to like use it to your advantage, and like there's so many things that you can use that like I don't know, you use in a way that it's going to benefit you. Like, it's crazy the things that I probably use it to like it's 1%.
Totally.
And I've recently started using Sora as well for like photos and stuff. I made this like video, you know that like viral thing that was like 2 screens and something was pouring.
Yes.
It took me like 2 hours. It was so painful, but like it looked really cool in the end. So I was like, things like that I think are really great to be able to make on that type of thing. Yeah.
I've actually just discovered Poppy AI as well, and it's like quite cool because you can plug in like top YouTube videos, top podcasts, and it will populate your stuff in your voice and tone. But it's incredible the stuff that's coming out. Anyway, got to learn how to do it.
Yeah, for sure. You can't like. I think so many people are like, I don't want to use it. But I'm like, oh,
You'll fall behind.
yeah,
You've got to learn to use it.
it's crazy.
Okay, guilty pleasure snack.
Oh, what have I been? Oh, I feel like I've been into so much stuff. I'm randomly into hot chocolates at the moment, which isn't really a guilty pleasure, but like I have a hot chocolate every day.
Maybe it's a pregnancy thing.
That's what I think, because
Pregnancy.
I probably actually have a lot because of being pregnant. There's some random things that I'm really into at the moment. But yeah, I feel like just in the morning a hot chocolate, and because I'm not a coffee drinker, I feel like hot chocolates are just the best, especially in winter. I'm like, this is great.
You must really love chocolate. You are.
Yeah, like chocolate. I really, really am. Funnily enough, in the first part of being pregnant, I really went off chocolate, so it's come back, which is great. I was a bit worried. I was like, oh my god, I love chocolate. What a sad time. I got really into savoury, but yeah, definitely hot chocolate.
Chocolate gal.
Yeah.
Okay, well that is everything that I have for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yes, it was very fun. Hopefully that's helpful for anybody that's trying to start a business.
I know sometimes I blabber, so I'm like, well, hopefully you can just take from it what you can.
Okay, that's the end. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.